बिहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवारधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवारधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे
ల్యాప్టాప్ ఉంది కదా, ఏంటి ల్యాప్టాప్ ఏదో డిఫరెంట్ గా అనిపిస్తుంది.
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय जय प्रभुपा जय जय प्रभु जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल। नाम संकीर्तन गुण की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। Offer prayers before we start. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगना रघुनाथान्वितां तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजना सहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Please repeat after me if you can. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om
ॐ नमो
Namo Bhagavate
भगवते
Vasudevaya.
वासुदेवाय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Shaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhirayet नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजांग्रहे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। नमो ब्राह्मण्याय देवाय गो ब्राह्मणहिताय च जगद्दिताय कृष्णाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्रीगुरो दीनतारणं प्रमाणं धमादं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरमोम पवित्रो सर्वावस्थाङ्गति यत्स्मरेत् पुण्डरीकाक्ष साभ्याभ्यन्तरं शुचि श्री विष्णु। हरे कृष्णा। Let me share the screen. Yeah, can everyone see my screen? Haribol?
Yes,
Can someone
Prabhuji.
confirm? Yeah, can someone confirm if you can see my screen, Haribol?
Yes, Prabhu, we can see your screen, Prabhu, but you are not able to
Oh,
hear.
sorry, my speaker is not working. The earphones. Can you hear me now, Professor Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. Okay. Please repeat after me. Sri Raja Vacha
श्रीराज उवाच
Kasya Yeto Parityakta
Asya yetu
तो परित्यक्ता
Acharyenatmanasura
आचार्य
acharya
मानस
Etat achakshva bhagavan
एतत् अचक्ष्व भगवान्
Shishyana akarmam guru.
शिक्षाम् अकर्मं गुरो
Sri Raja Vacha. Please repeat after me. Sri Raja Vacha.
Raja Vacha.
The king inquired.
The king inquired.
Kasya heto.
Kasya heto.
For what reason?
For what reason?
what reason
Parityakta.
परित्यक्ता
Rejected.
rejected
Acharyena.
आचार्येण
By the spiritual master Brihaspati.
By the spiritual master Brihaspati,
Atmanaha.
Atmanaha,
Of himself.
of himself,
Tura.
Sura,
All the demigods.
all the demigods,
Etat.
Etat,
This.
this,
Achakshva.
Achakshva,
Kindly describe.
kindly
Bhagavan.
Bhagavan,
O great sage Sukadeva Goswami.
O great sage Sukadeva Goswami,
Shishyanam.
Shishya
Of the disciples.
of the disciples,
Akarmam.
Akramam,
Offense.
the offense,
Gurav.
Guru,
Unto the spiritual master.
unto the spiritual master.
I'll read the translation. Please focus on this. Maharaja Parikshit inquired from Sukadeva Goswami. O great sage, why did the spiritual master of demigods Brihaspati reject the demigods? Who were his own disciples? What offense did the demigods commit against their spiritual master? Please describe me to, this incident. Correct. Now you can all go on mute. So please, for the next 1 to 1.5 hours, we are going to speak from, we are going to discuss from Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, 6th canto, 7th chapter, maybe first 15 slokas, if time permits. I'm sure that I'm speaking this only to purify myself. I don't have any great realizations about Guru, but I will, for the sake of service, I'll speak something that I learned from my Shiksha Guru Lilananda Prabhuji, and His Radhesham Prabhuji, and all the Vaishnavas who are assembled here. So I will learn, I'll speak something that I learned from all of you. Please excuse me, forgive me if I speak anything wrong, and please correct me wherever I speak something wrong. With all your humble permission, I'll start today's class. Okay. So before getting directly into the topic of today's topic, let's see what has happened before this, so that we can connect to the topic. Yeah. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj is inquiring from Sukadeva Goswami. So he's describing. So in the 5th canto, we reach till 5th canto in this Prava. So in the 5th canto, Sukadeva Goswami was explaining this creation, the different types of hellish planets also he was explaining. Yeah. When Sukadeva Goswami was explaining about the hellish planets of this creation, at the end of the 5th canto, in the beginning of the 6th canto, Parikshit Maharaj asked a question. What question he asked? O Sukadeva Goswami, how can human beings be saved from these hellish planets? How can human beings can be saved from these hellish planets? Actually, that was not the topic. Like, he was going on describing the creation, but out of compassion, because a devotee is para dukkha dukhi. He cannot see the other people suffering. So out of the compassion towards all of us, human beings, he asked a question. How can human beings be saved from these hellish planets? Actually, Parikshit Maharaj was on the path of liberation. Yeah. Why he was on the path of liberation? Can someone tell me why he was on the path of liberation? Because he is hearing from a great Vaishnava, that too on the Srimad Bhagavatam. Nigama kalpa taror galitam phalam sukhamukhad amruta drava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhur aho rasika bhuva bhavuka. Means what? Nigama kalpa. Nigama means what? Nigama, can someone explain what is Nigama? You might know this great Annamaya Kirtan. Nigama, Nigamanta Varnita Manohara Rupa. Can someone tell what is Nigama in this?
Nigama means Vedas.
Vedas. Nigama means Vedas. So Nigama, Kalpa, this tree of Vedas. Taror means what? A tree. Okay. In this tree, Galitam Phalam. This is what? It has the ripened fruits. Phalam means what? Fruit. Ripened fruit it has. Not just ripened fruit. It is coming directly from the lips of Sukadeva Goswami. Sukha Mukha Amruta Drava Samyutam. This ripened fruit is mixed with what? This Amruta, the nectar. Then what? Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. Pibata means what? Drinking. So he's telling, Muhur, Aho Rasika, oh great personality sitting here, please drink the nectar from the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a ripened fruit of the Vedas, and that also mixed with the Amrita of Sukadeva Goswami, because that's coming from the Sukadeva Goswami, is compared to the parrot. Yeah, and it's telling what? Rasamalayam. Rasam means what? The juice. Rasam alayam means drink this juice until the liberation. Rasam alayam. So when I was reading this, when I was breaking the words, I know, then I was thinking maybe Rasmalai, a sweet name, came from this Rasamalayam, this sloka. That's, I thought someone maybe was Bhagavata who created this dish, and that's where he named this is Rasmalai. That's what I was thinking. Yeah. So Nigama Kalpataror Ghalitam Palam Sukamukat Amruta Drava Samyutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhur Aho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavaka. Oh, great souls who are experts in knowledge, who thoughtful persons, please drink this nectar of ripened fruit and also mix it with the nectar that is coming from the lips of a great Vaishnava, who is Sukadeva Goswami. Yeah. So when Parikshit Maharaj was hearing this Srimad Bhagavatam, already was on the path of liberation. Rasamalayam is already in the path of liberation. But still, a Vaishnava is Paradukkaduk, is out of compassion. He asked, how can human beings can be saved from these hellish planets, when Sukadeva Goswami was describing the hellish planets. So in that way, he told the solutions from getting away from these hellish planets. That's where he told you should atone yourself, and then you should have a Jnana Yoga. But Parikshit Maharaj rejected this. But then when Sukadeva Goswami told you should chant the holy names, that's where Parikshit Maharaj connected. And in this sequence of explaining the glories of the holy name, he spoke about the Ajamila story, who is delivered by the Vishnu Dutas. Then Yamaraja instructs his Yamadutas about the glories of holy name. And then in that process, again, the detour came back to this main track. And then he was telling about again the same thing from the 5th canto. Prachina Barhi, Prachetas. Again, Prachetas came out of the rule after reading the Rudra Gita, after reciting the Rudra Gita for thousands of years. Then after they came to the kingdom, they were cutting the trees. Then Soma, the moon, came and advised not to cut the trees. You all know, I'm just revising this, okay? Then in that lineage, for the Prachetas, Daksha Prajapati, he took birth from Prachetas. And Daksha Prajapati means the one who creates the Prajas, humanity, right? So that's where he created 10,000 sons. Then Narada made them as brahmacharis. Next again 1,000 sons. Again he made them as brahmacharis. Then Narada, he cursed Narada. Then finally Daksha Prajapati begetted 60 daughters. For those 60 daughters in that lineage, there was a son called Vishwarupa. To that son, when Sukadeva Goswami was explaining about this Vishwarupa, who was chosen as gurus by the demigods after insulting Brihaspati, he was telling Sukadeva Goswami. Immediately again question, Parikshit Maharaj, what's the question? Why did demigods offend their guru? Why did demigods offend their guru Brihaspati? So that's what this sloka. So we connected from the 5th chapter, 5th canto ending to the 6th canto, 7th chapter, 1st sloka. That's where this question is asked. What's the question? Why did the demigods offend their guru Brihaspati? Okay, again it's a detour. Just like Parikshit Maharaj asked in the first, what is the first question he asked? Can someone tell that we discussed? Can someone tell me what's the first question they asked? Parikshit Maharaj? How to how human beings can be saved from hellish planets. Now what is asking? Why this demigods offended spiritual master Brihaspati? Okay, so these both questions are out of compassion from Parikshit Maharaj. And also, just like Parikshit Maharaj is asking questions, we should also ask questions from this Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam should never be read, it should be studied. Read means surface level understanding, but study means a deep going comprehending on this, and analyzing it and understanding it, and increase more and more prema for the Krishna. Yeah, so these are the two questions asked, and that's where the second sloka starts. So second to eighth sloka in single translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can someone read this?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, please.
Translation is given this Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So there Goswami said, O king, once upon a time, the king of heaven, Indra, being extremely proud because of his great opulence of the three worlds, transgressed the law of Vedic etiquette. Seated on his throne, he was surrounded by Maruts, Vasus, Rudras, Adityas, Ribus, Vishwadevas, Sadyas, Ashwini Kumaras, Siddhas, Charanas, and Gandharvas, and by the great saintly persons. Also surrounding him were the Vidyadharas, Apsaras, and Kinnaras, Patagas, birds, and Duragas, snakes. All of them were offering their respects and services, and the Apsaras and Gandharvas were dancing and singing with sweet musical instruments. Over Indra's head was a white umbrella as effulgent as the full moon. Fanned by yak-tail whisks and served by all the paraphernalia of a great king, Indra was with his wife Sachidevi, who occupied half of the throne. When the great sage Brihaspati appeared in that assembly, Brihaspati, the best of sages, was the spiritual master of Indra and demigods, and was respected by demigods and demons alike. Nevertheless, although Indra saw his spiritual master before him, he did not rise from his seat and offer a seat to his spiritual master, nor did Indra offer him a respectful welcome. Indra did nothing to show him respect. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Thank you so much, Vinala Mata. Yeah, so let's see what Indra's position is. Okay, it's little similar to us sitting in a gated cabinet. It's little a bit of it. Okay, so Indra is surrounded by what? Maruts, Vasus, Rudras, Adityas, etc., etc., etc. He's surrounded by them. Yeah, and he's praised. How many of us like praisings? Yeah, we like a lot, right? And he's praised by not just normal human beings. He's praised by Siddhas, Charanas, Gandharvas. He's praised by Apsaras. Again, he is not just surrounded, he is not just praised, but he is also served with royal paraphernalia. Like over him there was an umbrella with effulgent as much as a moon. Like how moon is effulgent, in that way there is a white umbrella on him. Just imagine that position. And he was being fanned by yak-tail, the yak-tail that we use for fanning the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and etc. And with that yak-tail, he is being fanned, and he's sitting with his wife. When wife is next to us, again we'll show that pride little more, right? You know, just I am your husband, something like that, right? Yeah. So he's sitting with his wife Sachidevi. His wife name, Indra's wife name is Sachidevi, and they both occupied a throne, royal throne, in the assembly of demigods. Now everything is fine, but Bhagavad Gita says, Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam taya pahrita chetasam vyavasayatmika buddhi samadau na vidiyate. One who is engrossed in this bhoga plus aishwarya, then he will never get the Krishna prema. When this Krishna prema is not there in someone's heart, he will think himself as the greatest person in this universe. And with that same feeling, Indra offended his spiritual master Brihaspati. Not just Indra, even if all other demigods sitting in this assembly, Yada Raja, Tada Praja, Yada Acharti Shrestha, Tattadeva Taro Jana Sayat Pramanam Guruti Lokas Tatra Vartate. So when Indra doesn't respect Brihaspati, How can others, respect in Brihaspati? They did not. They did not even rise from their own seat. They were just sitting like this. Huh? They didn't even offer him a seat. Okay, that's okay, you're sitting, but at least offer him a seat. No, he didn't do it. Indra didn't even offer respectable welcome for Brihaspati. He did nothing literally. He just ignored Brihaspati, who is a great Brahmana and who is the guru of all the demigods. So what Indra did? He disrespected the guru. And in this rest of the chapter, we are going to see the consequences of offending a guru. Are you all with me, Prabhujis and Matajis? Am I going clear? Can someone confirm?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhu.
Haribol. So now,
Yes, Prabhuji.
yeah, thank you. So now, why did Indra offended his guru? One is Bhoga plus Aishwarya. And another thing is, our Acharya says, there's a proverb called familiarity breeds contempt. Means when there is so much of familiarity, we ignore people. This guru daily comes. Why? Anyway, daily we are offering him respect. Why should I? That familiarity. The other day, His Grace Lilananda Prabhuji was taking great class on familiarity. Familiarity distracts everything. We should never get familiar with someone so much. But once we get familiarized, we start taking things as granted. So that's the familiarity that Indra had with Brihaspati made him not to offer his respect. And also because he is intoxicated by the Bhoga and Aishwarya. Who is Guru, first of all? Guru. What is the Guru? Guru is a word of two letters. What is the letters? Gu plus Ru. There's a sloka. Gu shabdasya andakarasya Ru shabdasya tannivartaka andakarya nivartat gurur iti abhidhiyate. Means the letter Gu refers to the andakara, the darkness. And the letter Ru refers to what? Ru shabdasya tannivartaka. Ru means the one which removes. What removes? Tannivartaka, adi. That it removes that. What is that? Gu. The Ru is the one which removes the Gu. That means when one is intoxicated in the darkness of their material pleasure, that's where Guru comes and cuts down his darkness. Om ajnana timirandasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That Guru is the one who cuts down our darkness of material pleasures. And he shows the light. Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. He shows light towards the knowledge. Yeah, so that guru he disrespected. And actually, daily morning in the Mangalarti, we recite the 10 offenses to the holy name. In that 10 offenses, the first holy name, in the Dasha Vida Nama Aparada, in these 10 offenses, the primary thing that our Acharyas explain is the Guru Aparada. Gurur Avagnya Shruti Shastra Nindan Tat Arthavadu Harinami Kalpinam. This is from Padma Purana, from where we have taken this 10 offenses. Yeah. So what is saying? Gurur Avagnya. Gurur Avagnya means third offense that we read in the 10 offenses to the holy name. What is that? Disrespecting the spiritual master. Gurur Avagnya. Like that we chant these 10 offenses, right? Like, Shruti Shastra Nindanam, offending the Vedas, or Ardhavado means giving the wrong explanations to this Vedas, and Harinami Kalpanam, treating this Harinam, the holy name, as an imaginary thing. So in that, the first and primary thing is Gurur Avagna, that is offending a Guru. Offending Guru or disrespecting Guru, or considering himself as an ordinary man. So even, what is that? Krishna himself is saying what? Shat karma nirpuno vipro mantra tantra visharada avaishnavo guru nasyad vaishnavo sapacho guru. What is saying? Shat karma nipuno vipro means what? Nipuna means what? Expert. Shat karma. Shat means 6. In these 6 karmas, who is Vipra, Brahmana? What are the 6 karmas? The 6 karmas can be Patana, Patana, Yajana, Yajana, Dhana, Pratigraha. Means a Brahmana should have these 6 qualities. What are the 6 qualities? Patana, you should study the Vedic literature. And Patana, you should teach the Vedic literature. Next what? Yajana, you should do the rituals. And also, what is it? Yajana, you should also do worship. Next, Dhana, you should give the charity. Pratigraha, you should also take the charity. So Bhakti Shastri students might know this. Yeah? So it comes in Nectar of Instruction. Also, not same sloka, but different sloka, but this is from different Purana. Okay, Shat Karma, the one who is expert in all the 6 activities is called a Brahmana. But even that Brahmana cannot become a guru if he doesn't have the Krishna Prema. Shatkarma, Nipuno, Vipra, Mantra, Tantra, Visharada. Even if you know so many mantras and tantras, mantra means what? This chanting, these holy names, Tantra means what? The ritualistic activities. Even if he's expert, Visharada, even he's expert in those mantra and tantra and also the 6 activities that we discussed. Avaishnavo Guru Nasya, he cannot become a guru if he's not a Vaishnava. Avaishnava, if he's a Avaishnava, he cannot become guru. But Vaishnava Swapacho Guru. But even if he's not a Brahmana, if he is a Vaishnava, Vaishnava means what? Having the Krishna Prema, having that love towards the Supreme Personality Godhead. If he is a Vaishnava, Swapacha, even if he takes birth in the lower caste as a Shudra, he can become the Guru. He doesn't even need to be a Brahmana. So, to become a Guru, the first quality is Vaishnava. And that Guru is the one who kills the darkness of our material existence. Yeah. Next, Krishna Prema, getting Krishna Prema is not that easy. These gurus got this. What is in Brahma Samhita? It's there, right? Advaitam, Achudam, Anadim, Anantarupam, Adhyam, Purana Purusham, Navayavvanam, Cha, Vedeshu, Durlabam, Madurlabam, Atma Bhakto, Govindam, Adi Purusham, Tamaham Bhajami. Vedeshu Durlabam. Even if you read all the 4 Vedas, Ashtadasha Puranas, Samhitas, Itihasas, Aranyakas, all the things you read. But Durlabam, even if you read all those things, it's very difficult to catch Krishna. Vedeshu Durlabam, very rare. But getting Krishna is tough? No, it's not tough. What is that? What is the key? Vedeshu Durlabam, Adurlabam Atma Bhakto. If you have the bhakti towards that Krishna, it's very easy. Vedeshu Durlabam, even if you read all the Vedas, it's tough to catch Krishna. But if you have a little bhakti that Yashoda Maya had, Yashoda could catch Krishna in Damodar Leela. If you have that little bhakti, you can easily catch hold of Krishna. Okay, so then that prema we develop by the mercy of a guru. So this Indra rejected whom? Is Guru Brihaspati. Even Shukracharya, even Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya as Guru. But it was okay because Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya on the basis of scriptures, because Shukracharya was offending the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so that was okay. But Brihaspati, a great Brahmana, a great Bhagavata, rejecting him is a big sin. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself is telling what? Guru more murkha deki karila shasana. Means what? A guru will chastise you. Guru will scold you. But why he will scold? Guru more mukha. Ee mukhamlo, in our face, what he will see? He will see the faults. Deki, Guru more murkha deki. He will see the faults in us. Then he will karila shasana. He will do the shasanas. He will instruct us. Arey, don't do this, do this. Develop the love for Krishna. He will scold us. Are we ready to take them? We should take them. We should take them. Or else we should not accept the Guru. If we are accepting the Guru, that means we should be ready to be chastised. We should be ready to be chastised. That's when we take the Gurus. 1 second, probably. Kirtana, can you take Kesari? Is this the thing? Yeah. So we should be very grateful to the Guru, because he is the one who cuts down our ignorance. Yeah. Next, even Prabhupada says, you will do all the fire yajna and you will accept the Guru and you will promise him, I will not do this, I will not do this, I will not do this, and rest of the life I will just chant the holy names of Krishna. When you cannot respect your Guru after promising so much, forget about you being a Vaishnava, but are you even a gentleman? Because you are promising in that great assembly of Vaishnavas, and also you are promising with Agni. You are not even called as a gentleman. Forget about a Vaishnava. Okay, so that even Prabhupada say. And what to speak of Guru? Daily morning again, we in Samsara Dava we read what? Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasada nagati kutopi. What is saying? Yasya prasada. Yasya means of whom. Yasya prasada, of whose prasada, of whose mercy, what we can get? We can get the Bhagavat prasada. We can get the mercy of Krishna. Again, next line is what? Yasya prasada. Actually, all the devotees gets confused with this. One second. Yes. Sorry, yeah. So what is that? Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado. Yasya prasada nagati kuttav. Actually, devotees read these two Yasya prasada as the same, but they are not same. Yasya prasada, Yasya aprasada. Means Yasya prasada, with whose mercy we get Bhagavat prasada. We get the mercy of Krishna. Next line is what? Yasya aprasada. Means with whose, if he doesn't give the mercy, what? Nagati kutopi. We cannot go to the our goal of life. Nagati kutopi. Dhyayan sutam tasya yasya trisandhyam. For that guru, we should offer our respectful obeisances trisandhyam, 3 times a day, in the morning, afternoon, and evening. Yasya trisandhyam. That's why we even encourage all the congregation members or all the devotees to read all these slokas. First read the meaning, then we should recite the slokas. At least I feel that, that's when we get the more prema towards these recitations, when we read with the meaning. So yasya prasadhat bhagavat prasado, by whose mercy we get this Krishna prema. Yasya aprasada nagati kutopi, without whose mercy we will not get anything else. Dhyayan sutantasya yasya strisandhyam. For that guru's glories we should always sing 3 times a day. Vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. So that is the greatness of Guru. What all we discussed till now? Who is a Guru? Guru is nothing but Gu and plus Ru. Gu means Andakara, Ru means the removal of that Andakara. So Gu plus Ru forms the Guru. Guru iti abhidhiyate. So that Guru. And for that Guru, offending that Guru is a greatest sin, as explained in the Padma Purana, 10 offenses. That's Dashavidha Nama Aparada. The Guru Avagna is the biggest sin. And next, what we learned? Next, the quality of a guru. A guru is not just a brahmana. All the brahmanas are not gurus, but a brahmana who has the deepest love for Krishna, then he can only become the guru. Not all brahmanas, like, even you are expert in all the 6 activities of brahmana, and even if you are expert in mantras and tantras, you cannot become a guru. You should become a Vaishnava, then only you can become the guru. This is stated in the Padma Purana. Yeah. Next, what we learned? These gurus are not ordinary persons, because even if you read all the Vedas, you cannot get Krishna. But if you have that little bhakti, salpam api dharmasya trahato mahato vayat, even if you have that pinch of bhakti, you can get Krishna very easily. Yeah. So then we took the example of Bali Maharaj rejecting his guru versus Indra disrespecting his guru. Both are different, because Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya because Shukracharya was rejecting the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But here, Indra was disrespecting the Brihaspati, who was actually a great Bhagavata. Yeah. Next we learned, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself told, Guru more murkha ki karila shasana. The Guru is eligible for chastising us because he sees the faults in us, and only he can see the faults in us. We will never see the faults in ourselves. We always think we are great and nobody is greater than me. Yeah, we always think that, because that's our nature. That's why we are here, first of all, or else why would we be here? So that's the next thing. Next, what? The mercy, the power of the mercy of a guru also we learned. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada, yasya aprasada nagati kutopi dhyayan suyam tasya, yasya trisandhyam vande Guru Sri Charanaravinda. We learned this. Yeah. Next, Guru is like a parent. I don't know how many of you feel your gurus, even Shiksha gurus, as your parents, but we should feel that without parents also children grows. It's not like without parents children will die. They'll grow. They'll go beg somewhere. They'll grow somewhere. But What is the difference of raising a child with parent and without a parent? What's the difference? Lot of difference. Parent guides with their experience. What is correct, what is not correct. That's where we should seek the shelter of a guru. Without taking the shelter of a guru, we are like orphans. They're like orphans. That's why when we take the initiation from guru, it's called second birth. That's why it's called second birth. You're taking the initiation, means that's a second birth. So your spiritual master becomes your father. Yeah. And guru is even compared to ashraya vigraha. Ashraya vigraha means what? Sharanam, like, you're taking the shelter. Yeah. So ashraya vigraha, we have different vigrahas, right? Like archa vigraha. Archa vigraha means what? The installed deities in a temple. First of all, vigraha means not just the murti. Vigraha means vigraha means it's a manifestation. That manifestation can be anything. Even holy name is a vigraha because it's the manifestation of Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's name. They are not different. Okay, so like archa vigraha, holy name, shaligram shila, even shastras are compared to vigrahas. Even super soul, the Paramatma sitting in us is compared to the super soul, because vigraha means what? It's a manifestation. In the same way, guru is also the manifestation or representative of Krishna. And that's why guru is also compared to the vigraha. So we should never see of course, guru and Krishna both are different. We should respect guru like a Krishna, but guru is not a god, but is a representative god. So we should worship that guru. In fact, in Mangalarti, we all recite the prayers of guru, 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 guru. Samsara dava, nalalida lokas. In starting, again, Guru Arati, Chakshudan Diyodav, Janme Janme Prabhu. So we'll just sing about the glories. Even before starting this class, again we are saying Om Ajnanati Virandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. We'll just sing the glories of Guru. When the Guru is satisfied, when we can satisfy our Guru, Krishna is automatically satisfied. Krishna is automatically satisfied because Guru is the one who takes us back to the Krishna. He is the one who waters the Bhakti Lata seed, Bhakti Lata Bij in our heart. The Guru is the one. Okay, just like a sun and its rays, both are inseparable because the sun rays comes from the sun. Both are different in the quantity, but the sun rays come from the sun and they provide the same light and warmth for the plants and all, and light for all of us. Yeah. And in the same way, Guru, being the representative of Krishna, gives us the light towards the bhakti. Yeah. And Krishna himself again says there are so many slokas, hundreds, thousands of slokas. In fact, our Puranas, Vedas are filled up with the Guru as much as it's filled up with Krishna. The importance of Guru is that much. Even Krishna himself says that in Bhagavatam. What? Acharyam mam vijaniyam. What is saying? The spiritual master is myself, is me, is the representative of me. Acharyama mam vijayanam na avamanyeta karihichit. For that Guru, na avamanyena, never disrespected that Guru at any time. Karihichit means at any time. Don't respect Guru. Don't disrespect Guru. Next, what is saying? Na martya buddhya. What is saying? Na martya buddhya. He is not an ordinary human being. Guru is not a ordinary human, though he looks like same like us, 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 ears, same face, same legs, everything is same. But don't consider him as an ordinary person like you and me. He is the Sarva Deva Mayo Guru. He is the Guru of even Devata, Sarva Devata. Just like this demigod, even these demigods also has Guru, is Brihaspati. And to that Guru, na avamanye na karihichit, to that Guru we should never ever disrespect. And to that same Guru, na marthya buddhya, we should not consider him as an ordinary man. And to the same Guru, we should not have asuya, jealousy we should not have towards. This Guru is sitting on the Vyasasana, I am sitting down, like, how can he sit on the throne? I will also sit next to him, I'll go and sit. No. He's going, I think he's getting too much of respect from everyone. What if I also get the same respect? that asuya should not be there towards the Guru. And in fact, when our Guru is being praised, we should in fact add to that pride, and we should praise even more. My Guru is being praised. But we should never be jealous. So 3 things we should always remember, as told by Krishna in the 11th canto, 7th chapter, 27th sloka. Acharyam mam vijaniyam. Acharya is nothing but me. Me means Krishna. Na avamanyeta karchit. To that Guru we should never disrespect. Avamana we should never do. Na martya buddhya. For 3rd thing, to that Guru we should not treat as ordinary person. 4th thing, what? Na asuyeta. For that Guru we should not have asuya. And 5th thing, Sarva Devata Mayo Guru. That Guru is the representative of Krishna and the Guru of all the demigods. That is the power of Guru. But when one person, one human being or one devotee does these things, thinking himself as an ordinary man, disrespecting him, jealous of him, and considering him as some stupid, that person is equal to a mad elephant. Our Vedas compared them as a mad elephant. What mad elephant does? It goes and like intoxicated elephant, it goes and destroys everything. And it destroys himself in that motion. In the same way, we will destroy ourselves when we reject a Guru. Destroy us means what? We destroy the Bhakti Lata bead that sitting inside our heart will be destroyed. When that seed spoils, what is the value of us? Just imagine, I always compare when I go out, I always compare like, if Prabhupada is not there, what would have been our position? It's, I don't know, maybe I'm imitating, but at least sometimes I feel like I was just on the office calls. Sometime I went out and people, my colleagues were eating this non-veg, and they were removing the flesh out of the bones. The chicken pieces will be there, right? They're removing the flesh out of the bones. I was thinking, if I would not have this knowledge, maybe I used to give him company. And I was really getting tears into my eyes, thanking Prabhupada. I don't know what you did, but you did the greatest thing for me that no one ever could do in this. Yes. If it is a material thing, we would have think, oh, this guy is getting advanced than me, I should not help him. But spirituality is not like that. Spirituality is helping each other and progressing in Krishna Prema. But one who disrespected such great Guru, example, Shaubara Muni. Shaubara Muni cursed Garuda. Garuda eats what? It doesn't eat idli dosas, right? It eats fishes and all. Garuda is a pakshi. It's the nature of that species. So when Garuda was eating these fishes and they complained, then Shaubara Muni sitting under the water. He was so, why he went under the water? Because there is a lot of disturbance outside. Yeah, but he went under the water and he was meditating, and someone complained, and then he cursed Garuda. Garuda, if you come again this side, you will be killed. Garuda is who? Garuda is a Vaishnava. When Shaubara Muni cursed Vaishnava, then Shaubara Muni has seen 2 fishes having intimate relationship with them. They are having sex. The 2 fishes are having sex. And when Shaubara Muni seen that incident, the Shaubara Muni got the internal desires to have the same pleasure. And next again, immediately went out of the water, and then he married some hundreds of daughters of some rishi. And he fall into the same ditch. That is the power of Vaishnava Para. That is the power of Vaishnava Para. No matter, even if you sit under the water, that sin will come to you. It will hunt you. That aparada will hunt you, and it will destroy you. Even if you're underwater or anywhere. Even Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni cursed who? Can someone tell Durvasa Muni cursed who? Of course, he cursed many. Yeah, but Ambarish Maharaj. Yeah, Durvasa Muni offended Ambarish Maharaj. Why? Durvasa Muni one day went to Ambarish Maharaj's house, and it was Ekadashi day. Ambarish Maharaj did not eat, and it was a parana time, that means Ekadashi should be left with in a proper time, so that parana time is getting over, so he had water. So in that process, Durvasa Muni got after, how can you have water before me? I am a Brahmana, greatest Brahmana, I have come to your house, how can you have water before me? Pride. Such persons are not gurus. Such persons are not guru. Yeah. Can someone go on mute? I think some disturbance is there. Yeah. Okay. So when Durvasa Muni offended Ambrish Maharaj, the Sudarshana Chakra of Vishnu was hunting the Durvasa. Even our Shastra says that this Durvasa Muni went to Vaikuntha Lokas to seek the forgiveness of the Vishnu, because it was hunting. It's not hunting. It was praying, Sudarshana, oh Sudarshana, please forgive me. I will not offend you. I will not offend Vaishnava again. He's praying, but Sudarshana was running behind him. And while running only, he was praying, Sudarshana, please, 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 please. Like that, he ran to Vaikuntha Lokas for the forgiveness, but no luck. No luck. That is the power of Vaishnava Pura. So that's why we should always get out of this propensity of offending a Vaishnava, because it continues life after life, this propensity. Examples. Daksha, with whom, in this chapter we are discussing, right? In this canto. Daksha, in his previous birth, insulted whom? Shiva, the greatest Vaishnava. Nimnaganam yata gango, Devananam Achyuto yata, Vaishnavanam yata Shambho, Purananam idam tata. The greatest of Vaishnava, Shiva. That Shiva, Daksha offended. In this life, Daksha, in the second birth, he is offending Narada for making his sons as brahmacharis. Same Indra. Indra now disrespecting the whom? Brihaspati. A little ahead, he will disrespect the whom? He will disrespect the Vishwarupa, and in fact, he will do the Brahmana Hatya. Vishwarupa is a Brahmana Guru, but because he was supporting demons, he killed him. Brahmana Hatya. So this propensity of disrespecting a Brahmana hunts his life after life. So this propensity we should these mulas we should cut down. If a tree, if we cut the tree, after sometimes again the chiguru, I don't know what you call chiguru in English. Yeah, again it sprouts. I don't know if it's correct word. Yeah, again it sprouts. The same tree, even if it's dried up, it comes again. But if you burn the tree to the roots, then there is no chance of the tree coming back. In the same way, we should not do just oh, next time I'll not do, next time I'll not do, next. It's not like that. You should cut the roots. You should burn the roots. In fact, not cut. You should burn the roots of this propensity of offending a Vaishnava. But if the same devotee, instead of disrespecting a Vaishnava, if he respects the same Vaishnava, the Guru, what happens? Miracles happen. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate grum yat kripatamaham vande Sri Guru Dinatarinam. Mukam karoti vachalam. Mukam means what? A dumb person. Even the dumb person can speak. Mucham karoti vachalam. That he can speak. Pangum langayate girim. Girim means kondal, mountains. Pangum, a lame person can climb the mountains if the same person can disrespect Guru. And when I was preparing for this class, I was just reading this sloka, and I was thinking, what we did in the last 20 Radhyatras, by the mercy of Guru. Or else, at least me personally, I'm not, it's impossible for an idiot like me. But Mukam karoti vachalam, pangum langayate girim, yat kripatamaham vande, for the whose mercy, we can do all these things. Sri Guru Dhinatarinam. Dhinatarinam. He is the person who takes the Dhinas, the persons who are in the misery, he will deliver them. Sri Guru Dhinatarinam. Next, let's say examples of rivers. Saubramani disrespected Vaishnava, Garuda. Durvasa Muni disrespected Ambarish Maharaj. Next, Indra disrespected Brihaspati. Daksha disrespected Shiva, and all are facing consequence. Let's take a little other side of coin. What if you respect Arjuna? Karpanya doshopahatas swabhavo prashyamitan dharma samuda cheta yasve yasya nishchitam bruhitan me shishyasteyam sadi mam tvam prapannam. I'm surrendering unto you and I'm becoming your shishya. Nishchita, tell correctly Krishna what is right, what is not right. Tell correctly. Again, I will not apply my own intelligence in that also. This, that, etc., etc. I don't apply this. Arjuna became such surrender to the Krishna. Then you know the advantages of it. Yeah? Parikshit Maharaj, he was cursed by a rishi. Then he took the shelter of Sukadeva Goswami. He didn't think that, oh, that's okay. Anyway, I have seen Krishna in the womb of my mother. Why should I take again a shelter of someone? I directly seen Krishna. Why should I take a shelter of ordinary? He didn't think like that. He thought, I have only 7 days. So let me take the shelter of a Parama Vaishnava, Parama Bhagavata, and listen to the glories of that Krishna. That's where he sought the took the shelter of Sukadeva Goswami, and that's what we are reciting today. Sukadeva Goswami is like a parrot, just like we discussed in the starting. What is the starting we discussed? Nigama kalpa taror ghalitam phalam sukha mukhad amruta drava samyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavaka.
Try to walk on.
We discussed the Rasmalai example, right? Rasmalai, Rasam Alayam. Yeah. So this Rasam Alayam, if you drink that nectar, you will be liberated. So next, can someone give me other examples who surrendered to their gurus and got delivered? Can someone give other example? Arjuna is the one, Parikshit is the one. There are so many. Can someone give some examples? Can someone give example just to make sure we are on the same page? Yes, Mother.
Dhruva Maharaj surrendering.
Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj actually was in search of that opulence. But when he took the shelter of Narada Muni, his complete consciousness reversed. When he says that I don't need any opulence, all I need is Krishna Prema. Though his purpose was, though his intention was different to worship Krishna, but he got that realization just because of the association of by the shelter of the Guru. Next, Vyasadeva himself, who gave us the Vedas, who categorized these Vedas. Vyasadeva himself had Guru Narada. So Vyasadeva took the shelter of Narada. Dhruva Maharaj took the shelter of Narada. Prachina Barhi, in the 5th canto, took the shelter of Narada. Prahlad Maharaj took the shelter of Narada. That's where Narasimha Swami came from a pillar and saved him. Even Narada himself served the Brahmanas in his previous life when he was a Dasi Putri. He was serving the Brahmanas in the Chaturmas. Then what? Narada is not a normal Vaishnava. Even Ramachandramurti took the shelter of his Guru, Vasishtha and Vishwamitra. In Krishna took the shelter of Sandipani Muni to set us an example of how to be. If we set an example, everyone should follow. That's why even when we preach, we should be very careful. We should set an example of how to be, how not to be. Sometimes we should do this austerity. That's when we can teach. These words, philosophy doesn't get into the brains. But when one sees us following this austerity and following all the regulative principles dot to dot, that's when people get inspired. So Ramachandramurti, Krishna, even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the shelter of Ishwarapuri. You take any person, any devotee who liberated only because of Guru. There is no one person who liberated without a Guru. This is a thumb rule. Thumb rule in the devotion. Without Guru, pakka nahi. No question. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself told everyone should become a Guru, provided we have those standards. So, in fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, who the devotee who doesn't respect my devotee, when they perform devotion without surrendering or without respecting my bhaktas, if they perform devotion, it's like a burning coal on my body. I cannot even tolerate them. If one criticizes a devotee, criticizing a devotee itself is a one offense. Next, in that mood, if you perform this devotion, it's like a burning coal on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body. That's a big sin. You're hurting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Just like just like in a mirror, if you look at yourself, you see all your faults. Are machchalu vachinayi, adochindi, itlo ochindi, that happened, this happened. Guru is that mirror for your spiritual progress. When you look in the mirror, nee paniki maashna anni kanipistayi nee moham paina. All the nonsense you will see when you look into your mirror, then that's where you apply all the creams and that to this, we dress up like this, do that, etc., etc., etc. That's a material mirror. But Guru is the spiritual mirror, who is the mirror in whom, if you look at, you will see the faults of all your kama, krodha, madha, matsarya, all the Harishad Vargas you see. All the Harishad Vargas you see. Provided you are surrendered. Provided you are confident that that Guru will deliver you. Only in that case. Or else if you just attend satsangs just because you have to attend, or you have to come because you have to come. In that case, no. It's like normal thing. You will not even feel that. But are you ready to get chastised by your Guru? You should. Better you should. Better we should. Yeah. Even Krishna respected Brahmanas. Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Jagaditaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Nama. Krishna loves these three a lot. Brahmana, Gos, these two especially. Namo Brahmanyaya Devaya Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. Krishna loves these two a lot. Brahmanas and cows. We should respect them a lot. Krishna is setting us an example. So that's the power of Guru and the consequences of offending him and the benefits of surrendering. These three things we discussed, Prabhuji's and Mataji's. One is, first thing we learned, what is Guru? Guru means the one who removes the darkness in our lives and is the representative of Krishna. Second, we learned the offenses of committing disrespect or offenses against that Guru. And next, with examples of Shaubari Muni, Durvasa Muni, Indra, Daksha, Daksha Prajapati, etc. Next, we have seen the benefits of respecting that Guru with examples of Prahlad Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj, next Arjuna, Vyasadev, Narada himself, Krishna, Rama, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the other, etc., etc. So this is the 2nd to 8th slokas, now 9th slokas. Brihaspati knew everything that would happen in the future. Seeing Indra's transgression of etiquette, he completely understood that Indra was puffed up by his material opulence. Although able to curse Indra, he did not do. Instead, he left assembly and in silence returned to his. See now, Brihaspati, when Indra disrespected Brihaspati was capable of cursing Indra because he is that powerful, but he didn't. Same thing happened when Daksha Prajapati was insulting the Narada. Narada could able to curse Daksha Prajapati, but he didn't. He was just sitting silent because Guru is so compassionate that he doesn't want his disciple to suffer even if they commit mistakes. That compassionate they are. Yeah. Next, 11th or 10th sloka. Indra, the king of heaven, could immediately understand his mistake. The Paramatma lopala untadu kadandi. Lopala Paramatma sits inside. He will reveal himself. Sometimes we also commit mistakes. We do commit, like, immediately we realize, what did I do? What did I do? Is that me that I did? You'll realize. But the deep roots are inside. The propensity of inside, just we are covering it. Sometimes this cover just goes and this propensity comes out and they will commit mistakes. Then this goes back and then you realize, is it me that I did? Is it me? Me? You'll realize. Indra also did the same thing. He disrespected Brihaspati, but immediately realized his mistake. And realizing that mistake, he had disrespected spiritual master. He condemned himself in the presence of the members of the assembly. So here, forgiveness is also important. We should seek the forgiveness. When in the Brahma Vimohan Leela, when Brahma kidnapped all the Gopas, he says, Tattenukampam susamikshmano bhunjana evatmakritam vipakam Rudbhagvapubhir vidadan namaste Jive tvayo mukta pade sadhyabak Tattenukampa. Tatte anukampa. 3 words here. Tattenukampa can be broken down into 3 words. Tat, therefore, te unto you. Anukampam, compassion. Your compassion is very important for us. Susamikshamano. For that compassion, who will get that compassion of the Bhagavan? Susamikshamano. Samikshamano means desiring. Susamikshamano. Earnestly desiring. When su is added to any word, that becomes the like more strong. Example, Durlabha, when is added Sudurlabha, Durlabha means rare, Sudurlabha means very rare. Samikshamano means desiring, Susamikshamano means desiring a lot to that person. Bunjana evatma kritam vipakam, even though he is suffering of his commit, of his faults, if that person, even if one person is going through a lot of troubles because of the consequences of his disrespect towards spiritual master and Krishna, if that person seeks the forgiveness in 3 ways. What is it? Body, mind, word. Hrid, Hridaya. Vak, words. Vapubir, words. Trikarna Shuddhito. Trikarna Shuddhito. That's why we recite Harina, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol 3 times we say, right? Means with Trikarna Shuddhi we should do. If we say, let's chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why 3? Because the other day Balgand Prabhu was saying this. Because we should do with Trikarna Shuddhi. Manasa, Vacha, Karmana. We should do this. Yeah. Or else, if you don't do these 3 times, 3 Yamadutas will come just like they came to take Ajamil. Okay. But when you utter the Narayana, 4 letters of the Narayana, then 4 Vishnuditas will come and take. So it's up to us. We should do Narayana or we should commit mistakes. Trikarna Shuddhi. But when one seeks the forgiveness with this Trikarna Shuddhi, Hrid, Vak, Vapubir, mind, action and words. Okay. When we seek forgiveness, Jiveta yo mukti pade sadayaka, he is eligible for the liberation because he gets the tattenu kampa, because he gets the compassion of the Bhagavan, mercy of Bhagavan. Yeah. Next 7.11. I'll finish another 4 verses. Sorry. Alas, what a regrettable deed I have committed because of my lack of intelligence and my pride in material opulence. I failed to show respect to my spiritual master when he entered this assembly, and thus I have insulted him. Just like we discussed earlier, Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam taya partachetasham vyavasayatmika buddhir samadho na vidhiyate. If a person is engrossed in the Bhoga and Aishwarya, that person is not eligible for the Krishna Prema. Yeah. Next 12th sloka. Although I am the king of the demigods, Indra is saying this. Although I am the king of the demigods who are situated in the mode of goodness, I was profound a little opulence and polluted by the false ego. Under the circumstances, who is in this world would accept such riches at the risk of falling down? Alas, I condemn my wealth and opulence. He's rejecting his wealth. What is the use of this wealth? What is the use of this Apsaras praising me? That as effulgent as umbrella, moon umbrella is, giving me the shelter, and my wife is sitting next to me. What is the use of all this opulence when there is no the mercy of Krishna, Guru and Krishna, Guru and Gauranga? Are we realizing that? In the Shishtastakam, what we read? Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama, janmani, janmani, ishware, avatad bhaktir avaitvaki tvai. What is it? Na dhanam. రోజు చెప్తాం, వస్తు చెప్తాం ఏమని, నా ధనం నా జనం నా సుందరి, నాకు డబ్బు వద్దు, నాకు ఇంకో పుట్టుక వద్దు, సరే ఇంకొక ఫాలోవర్స్ వద్దు, నాకు ఇంకా నాకు మంచి గొప్ప వైఫ్ ఏం అవసరం లేదు, మస్తు చెప్తాం. బట్ ఈజ్ ఇట్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్? ఈజ్ ఇట్ కమింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ హియర్? ద క్వశ్చన్. Provision Master second. This is, I'm speaking to myself. You are all witnessing me. Okay, please forgive me, but I'm speaking to myself. Is it coming from here? Or we are just, it's coming from just this mouth? It's coming from heart as mouth. Na dhanam. I don't want this opulence. Indra is saying, I don't want this opulence. Na janam. He's saying, na dhanam. I don't want this richness of being sitting on a throne. Na janam. I don't want followers, all the other demigods, Mukkoti Devatas. I don't need to be king of them. Na janam. Na sundarim. Even I condemn this wife sitting on next to me, who is sitting on the same throne, sharing the throne. Kavitam. Kavita means what? The poetic, right? The poetic pride also I don't need. Kavitam. Va Jagadisha. Oh Jagadisha, the controller of this Jagadisha. Kamaye na koddu. I don't want. What I want then? Mama. Naku. I. Janmani. E janmalo. In this life. Again, one more janmani. In the next life. Mama. Janmani. Ishware. This is the two words. Janmani Ishware. Is Janmani plus Ishware. Janmani Ishware. Life after life. Oh Krishna. All I want is one. Bhavatad bhaktir avaitvaki tvai. Bhavatad. Give me. What is that? Bhaktir. Give me the devotional service. Avaitvaki tvai, which is performed without any motives. Without any motives. Give me that bhakti. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying in this Shashtakam. What to speak of us? What to speak of us? Yeah? 13th sloka. If a person says one is situated on the exalted throne of a king should not stand up or respect another king or a brahmana, it is to be understood that it does not know the superior religious principles. Yeah. So here, a king need not to respect every person coming into the assembly. That's for sure. Okay. But when a brahmana or another king, if they come, they should respect. That's Raja Dharma. That's Raja Niti. For every position, there is a Niti. This Rajaniti says that if a Brahmana or other king comes, you should respect them. Because disrespecting them will lead to the death. Death means what? Not death of this material. This material body anyway dies. The death means the death of the soul. The death of the soul. Atma, suicide. Atma Hatya. That is compared to Atma Hatya. It said that Bhagavatam, it says, Nrideham adayam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukalpam guru karnadharam mayanukulena nabasve tirtam puman bhavadidam nataretsa atmaha. Saying that this material body we got, this human body we got easily. Easily means what? In Purva Janma ledo punyam chesунటో, that's why you got this. You might have committed some pious activities in your previous life. That's why you got this body. But this body again sudurlabham. It's durlabham and also sulabham. Easy to get, but difficult to get also. Ant easy kudra. Just like Vedeshu durlabham, adurlabham atmahatya ella annadu ikkada kuda. This material body is compared to the plavam. Plavam means the boat. And what is the boat driver? The boat driver is the Guru Karnadharam. Guru Karnadharam means the boat, the one who is driving this boat is called the Guru. We should not drive this body. This body should be driven by the Guru. And when this boat is going in an ocean or a sea, when the breeze, a wind comes, it goes even smooth. That breeze is compared to the mercy of Krishna. Maya anukulena. Na anukulata valla. Krishna cheptundedi. Krishna is saying this, because of my favor, you are even going fast in the spiritual life. Who is driving your boat? Guru is driving your boat. But when a person doesn't get onto this boat of a guru, that person is committing suicide of his soul. Krishna is saying this. Yeah. Swayam Krishna is saying this. Yeah. Next, leaders who have fallen into the ignorance, and I'll cover just 2 other slokas. Sorry, we are running late, but I'll cover 2 slokas. Leaders who have fallen into ignorance and who misled people by directing them to the path of destruction, in effect boarding a stone boat, and 2 are those who blindly follow them. A stone boat would be unable to float and would sink in the water with its passengers. Similarly, those who misled people go to hell and their followers go with them. If we believe in our rajas who are politicians, we will also go wherever they go. Jai Jan Gottudu gaadu. Adi what that king is doing, what that Raja is doing. You should be very careful. Just like Bali Maharaj rejected Shukracharya, you have the right to reject your Rajas who is ruling now. But unfortunately, we don't even come out and we cast our votes. That's a pathetic situation that we are ever in. Like, we are not able to decide who should rule us. Yeah. But when you previously what we discussed, if you get onto the boat driven by the Guru, that's the biggest thing that you can do for yourself, and you'll go to Krishna. But if you get onto the same boat which is driven by a leader, false leader, it's compared to a stone boat. Means if the boat is made up of stone, what happens? That boat will go down and you will also drown in the same water. That is our present situation. We are making the leaders who are like stones, and if they are leading us, we will also go in the same way. So much civilization comes, are civilized. Next, 15th sloka. Last that I will be covering today. King Indra said, therefore, with great frankness and without duplicity, I shall now bow down my head at the lotus feet of Brihaspati, the spiritual master of God, demigods. Because he in the mode of goodness, he is fully aware of all the knowledge and is best of the Brahmanas. Now I shall touch the lotus feet and offer my obeisance unto him, try to satisfy. That is the final thing that we should ever take Prabhuji Srimad. Of course, it's our propensity to commit the mistakes. It's not like, we are already 100% pure and we don't commit mistakes, but at least we should watch out ourselves. But sometimes the mistakes happen. In that case, are you ready to beg the forgiveness of your spiritual master by touching his lotus feet? We should. Jadabharata says to Rahugana, Jadabharata says to Rahugana, what is that? Rahugana, Ragunaitat tapasanayati na cheyaja nirvapanad grihadva na chandasa naiva jala agni suryair vinahat pado rajobhishekam. What is saying? Oh Rahugana, even if you do tapasya, it's not possible. Even if you leave everything and take the vanaprastha position, not possible. Even if you are a good household, even if you are leading a good household life as a grihastha, it's not possible. Even ijaya means even if you are worshipping deities daily, it's not possible. Even if you know shastras to the full extent, dot to dot, verse to verse, sloka to sloka, word to word, letter to letter, chandasu, not possible. Jala, Agni, Surya, even if you get into the water like Shavaramuni and do the tapasya, not possible. Even if you draw, even if you kill yourself by going to the sun and fire, not possible. Vina Mahat Pada Rajobhishekam. Until and unless you do the Abhisheka of your, even if you do Abhisheka to yourself with the dust of your spiritual master's feet, you will not get Krishna Prema. This is Ballagudhi Japtuna. Jadabharata Ballagudhi Japtuna is telling with so much of confidence. Until you smear the dust of the lotus feet of your spiritual master, you will never get Guru. What is the dust here? Dust means what? Should we collect the, wherever our Maharaj or wherever our spiritual master goes, we should take the mud and we should what does it mean? It means we should follow the instructions of Guru. We should follow the instructions of Guru. That's the meaning of following the footsteps of Guru. So this is how Indra is seeking the forgiveness of Guru. And next, maybe Aditya Prabhu, Santosh Aditya Prabhu will continue the rest of the slokas. But this is the importance of Guru. So finally, I'll just summarize. We discuss who is Guru. Next, the consequences of offending Guru and respecting the same Guru, and how should we seek the forgiveness if we commit the mistakes against that Guru. With that, I would conclude this today's class. And I'm sure I have spoken something definitely wrong, but if anything has hurt you, or if I spoke anything wrong, please forgive me like a servant as always. So please continue holding my hand and teach me what is right, what is not right. And thank you very much for giving this opportunity, and especially giving the association, Vaishnava Association. Pancha Kalpatarabhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyavasya. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Prabhupada and Gurudev. Can you hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, Dandavat. Prabhuji, sorry, I was driving while I was hearing your class.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But I must tell you that in short words, Prabhupada was speaking through you. I really felt like that. Prabhupada was speaking through you. Every single word, every single example, every single shloka you spoke. Really, I learned so many things today, especially your example of beautiful example you took, that what is the point of being brought up without a parent, and what is the point of saying that I'm in spiritual life without a guru? That was really very touching to me. And Prabhuji, I sincerely pray that I always remain in your association. Whenever I am spiritually going through a low phase, I want to hear your lectures. The way you are energetically explaining that energy is Krishna, Prabhu, that energy is Krishna. Krishna is speaking. I'm so amazed. And I'm so happy, Prabhuji. Today is my happiest day. Because I remember when when we first met, I hugged you and we were in that flat. I opened the door. You are opening the door for my spiritual life. Thank you.
Thanks for all the guidance, Prabhuji. This is just because of you.
Hare Krishna. And you're going to be a very busy person. I can tell you that. Krishna is going to keep you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat. Anyone has any questions?
Thank you, Prabhuji. The pravachan was really very, very nice and very knowledgeable. Thank you. Thank you very much. Dandavat.
Wonderful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the class. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Pavan Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Wonderful session, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam. Wonderful class, Prabhu. Wonderful examples and illustrations.
I didn't ask the praise. I asked any question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Pavan Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. God bless you.
Thank you, Mataji. Need your blessings. Haribol.
We don't know what to ask, Prabhuji, because you have explained the whole thing more than what we expected, or what is that. So I think no questions.
మీ పెద్దల ఆశీర్వాదాలు కావాలి మాతాజీ, మీరు బ్రహ్మరంభ మాతాజీ, పెద్దల ఆశీర్వాదం.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu.
Haribol.
Super, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Any DHL congregation devotees are here. Haribol.
Very nice.
Prabhuji, I am seeing another powerful preacher in making, and as Lilananda said, you're going to be very busy. Be prepared. There are many communities who don't have preachers, and you are going there.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Pavan Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. First community is ours.
Yeah.
Advance booking అయిపోయింది Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. I spoke with Lilananda Prabhuji. That's why I'm saying first is ours. Next, your wish.
Lilananda Prabhuji ఎక్కడ చెప్తా అక్కడ
Pavan Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
Thank you.
లక్ష్మీకాంత్ ప్రభుజీ, లీలానంద ప్రభుజీ, లక్ష్మీకాంత్ ప్రభు, నేను
Hare Prabhu.
ముగ్గురం ఒకేసారి కలిసాను.
Hare.
Thank you, sir. Haribol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu.
Haribol. Okay, Haribol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. I think we can leave now. Haribol.
అయిపోయిందా